Texans fans, this is it, the moment of truth. Two tough losses, both decided in the final moments. And now the message is clear: if this team doesn't learn how to finish, the season could be over before October. But there's one guy in that locker room who's stepping up, number 51. He said it himself. We need to take the ball away. We need to give it back to our QB. And he's right. Stroud is balling. Now the defense needs to wake up. Sunday's a divisional showdown on the road against an undefeated rival. And it's starting to feel like a must-win. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick with us, because if the Texans don't respond now, it might be too late later. After two gut-wrenching losses to the Rams and Buccaneers by a combined total of just 6 points, the Texans now head into Week 3 as one of 10 NFL teams still looking for their first win. But unlike some winless teams that look directionless, Houston has been competitive. In both games, the Texans were in striking distance late in the fourth quarter. A Week 1 fumble by Dare Ogunboyle stopped their comeback short, and a late-scoring drive by Baker Mayfield slammed the door in Week 2. These weren't blowouts. These were missed moments. Will Anderson Jr., Houston's defensive anchor and one of the cornerstones of D'Amico Ryan's vision, is well aware of how close they've been. "We've got to finish," Anderson said after Thursday's practice. "We're a couple plays away. We've got to finish those big plays, and for us man on defense, we've got to take the ball away more." The message is clear. Turnovers are the missing piece. Give C.J. Stroud, who's looked solid under center, more opportunities, and this offense can thrive. "When C.J. gets the ball, man, he's special," Anderson added. "We just need to give him more chances." This isn't just talk. Anderson is backing it up on the field. He's logged sacks in both games this season, getting to Matthew Stafford in Week 1 and Baker Mayfield in Week 2. He's applying pressure. He's doing his part. But as he said himself, there are 10 other men on that field, and they all need to show up, especially now. This Sunday, the Texans visit the Jacksonville Jaguars, undefeated and dangerous, a division rival, a road game, and arguably a must-win scenario. A loss here would drop Houston to 0-3, a hole that historically very few teams climb out of to make the playoffs. D'Amico Ryans has remained calm in his public remarks, so has C.J. Stroud. But inside that building, the time for patience is fading. The Texans' defense has talent. Between Anderson, Derek Stingley Jr., Jimmy Ward, and Christian Harris, there's no shortage of playmakers, but the execution hasn't matched the promise. Despite good initial pressure, Houston's secondary has struggled to close drives. And perhaps most concerning, the defense has forced only one turnover so far. No interceptions, just one recovered fumble. That won't cut it. Offensively, the Texans have shown signs of life. Stroud has played with poise, spread the ball around, and hasn't been the issue. If anything, he's been the reason they've stayed competitive. But he can't carry this team alone, especially not with games being decided in the final minutes. As Anderson put it, it's our responsibility to take that next step, put him back on the field, because when he's out there, we know anything can happen. That's the kind of mentality that transforms young, talented rosters into real contenders. It's not about yelling in the locker room or hyping up the crowd. It's about alignment, execution, and making the key plays when it matters most. Because if there's one thing the NFL teaches every week, it's that games are decided by 2 or 3 moments. And if you blink, you miss them. The Texans have blinked twice already. So now the question is, can this team finally learn how to finish, or are we in for another week of almost? And what do you think? Do the Houston Texans still have what it takes to turn this season around, or will defensive breakdowns continue to cost them close games? Let us know in the comments, drop a like, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, because Week 3 might be the turning point of the year in Houston.